one car, some more cars, a lot of cars here. I think this car is coming back here. So the car's coming this way and then they're going that way towards probably the bridge. Okay, so the whole area is silhouetted, I guess, with the light. And the sun is bright here, lot of yellow, and then it gets cooler, starts getting orange, and then maybe a little green, and then blue. And I think this is going to be all dark with some reflected light. Okay, let's see. It's going to be some light on the road as well. So that's the sketch. And then we'll start with the darks. Maybe blues. Maybe some reds. So we get some. So I'm keeping the blue at the bottom because as blue is a cool color, right? Red is between the red, blue and the yellow. Small the modifier. So if I do this, this is cooler. As you get closer to the sun, it's gonna get warmer. So I'm giving that atmospheric feeling intentionally. And then this tree. Yeah, and then so we get the sky. A different blue I'm using. Normally I don't use that, but so I got some blue here, and then I'm just getting colors down without being too cautious about it. Okay, I think that could be a good underpainting. So let's use Marian's brush. This is yours, right? Artist Lock. This is totally yours. I don't have any of these. So
that's a Michael's emergency brush trick.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You know, Michael's has this 40% off sometimes.
Yeah.
On one item. So if I'm buying a big item, I definitely.
Yeah, I got my easel at Michael's for it was 70% off.
Oh really? Wow.
It's one of those suitcase little box ones that you can. Although I always have more art supplies than it holds. It's kind of like shoes. You feel more secure if you have plenty.
Well, I'm less of a shoe person and more of a purse or bag person.
Yeah, there's that too, isn't it?
I love having purses for every occasion. But then I usually invariably wear just one.
And my husband and I said, how many pairs of black shoes do you need now? Depends what I'm wearing.
Right?
So you can see the temperature. Now the colors have all got mixed up, which is
okay.
Which is all good. And it's not one solid. There's a lot of different textures going on, which is exactly what we want. So now I'm going to do some work on the orange, trying not to dirty it. Probably did dirty it a little bit.
What is generally speaking the purpose of the underpainting is?
So it's going to unify the entire painting, number one, and it's going to give a nice texture because you got different colors underneath that are going to, it's going to be like broken color, right? You're not, when you're painting with an underpainting, you are not trying to cover the entire space. You're gently using the soft pastel the upper layer on the underpainting. And what that does is the underlying layer shows through, and the broken color has a very
So the-
appealing effect.
It's kind of like when I was looking at a photo of the ground. I take a hot wax and caustic paint sometimes, and people go out and buy these really expensive heating containers for their encaustic and a $10 crock pot, throw it in there, it melts it.
That's a good idea.
And I use a pancake griddle instead of buying their $300 hot plate that they sell for encaustic.
So broken color, okay, that's the fun part. So you want some broken color.
What color is that you were
Now,
just using?
I use
Plum?
like a dark brown.
Okay, dark brown.
So like dark brown, blue to cool it down, right? This is.
I hardly ever see you using brown.
Huh?
You don't use brown a lot, do you? You don't use brown very much, do you?
Well, I guess it's a red value, right? I would say it is.
Yeah,
red in
yeah,
a
I
way.
did think it was a little
Yeah.
plummish
Yeah.
at first, so.
So I think I would go with.
Okay.
So now what the photograph does is it totally kills all the intermediate values. It's got the brightest and it's got the darkest. That's because the sunset is got so bright
Right.
that it burns the whole thing. But if you are looking with your own eyes, you're gonna see intermediate values which are not apparent.
It wouldn't have been as black looking.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. It shouldn't be as black. Yeah, because you can now. So I think the main focus is the sunset.
So if you were using a camera and manually setting all the settings, you could possibly take that sunset picture and get the color in the trees too?
I think
It's impossible.
What SLR camera, right? You're talking about?
Yeah, just as opposed to a cell phone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people have better. You know,
How do you
what
take,
I do is
how
I
do you take a picture into the sun?
That's the hard part. I
Yeah.
don't know how you do it. Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
learned how to
You
do it.
just do it.
You do it, but I don't know. It's not.
But
the
if you
same
have a
experience.
a camera, you do manual photographs, you can adjust.
Well, even with a cell phone, I do it all the time for a number of reasons. Well, I love the colors that it produces, and I love the effect that it produces. So I take pictures into the sun all the time. Now, if there was a person, if you're trying to take a picture of a person, then don't do it.
Right.
Then just simply don't do it.
Well, usually what I try to do is I get near a tree or something that filters it just a tiny bit so I don't have that
Right, you can do that.
wipe out. But, yeah.
Okay, so I think. The effect is what we're looking for. I think the yellow or the orange could be
Orange.
orange. Yeah. Let's see that. You see all the
Right.
lines. I don't want to make it blue. I want to be very cautious with that. Now, how do we? What's the gradation? Is what we have. This is the. I think the. Actually, in fact, the yellow could be a little
Yellow or
yellow, maybe
Warmer.
More. This is a little dull. The one I used. Should maybe try to make it. Feels better. So, should there be it's kind of a dirty purple? I don't know that. So what I'm looking for is a transition. It doesn't get blue right away. It's got intermediate colors. Perhaps too dark. Maybe mix it with a little blue. See what happens. definitely is gonna get less and less red, but we need a good.
do too. That is just, it's very, I mean, there's just things you don't know if you've never been trained professionally.
Well, I'm totally self-taught. I've never, like, this is my third or fourth workshop in my entire life about painting, so I've been doing.
But you apparently have a passion for art.
I've been doing it since I was a child, but it's just that everything I know is completely self-taught. And experimentation, because when I started, there was no YouTube.
Right.
That's right, yeah.
Right.
So, and it's funny, I never think.
No, but I think YouTube has become such a big source of learning. Like, cause I didn't take as many. Like when I was growing up, I didn't take any. I didn't go to art school or anything.
We're
Right?
gonna take art class.
But I learned from when I watched the museums
Right, exactly.
in New York, and that was like the best experience.
Yeah, I went to museums and I just stared at the paintings a lot.
After my first year of college, I worked in Washington D.C.
Come on,
down on the
Morris.
old mall between
You
the
came from
Capitol and the Reflection
I
Point.
got stuck on the train.
And I used to go on my lunch hour to the art museum, and you could take your bag lunch and sit in the museum and just look at the art.
Well, Marit, have you met Olga?
I'm Olga.
Olga, you probably have met Miriam.
Hi. And your name is?
Yes,
Murray. Murray. Nice to meet you, Murray.
Okay, so are you okay? Are you comfortable?
I drove my van over here, my dark.
Hmm?
Drove my van,
Yeah.
my big white van that I'm going camping in.
Oh yeah.
Like, they won't let me camp in my Subaru roof anymore, so I broke my ankle falling off the ladder, so
Oh gosh.
no more ladders.
So that is a nice window. I think it's. I need to soften it and all that, but I'm trying to approach it so that I get the right colors in place. That's my more important
Because-
concern.
It's hard to put that color in after the fact. Get too much stuff in there.
Okay, now if I now I'm gonna darken these areas. So maybe I'll go. Now I'm painting this tree. You just want to tap into the spirit of it rather than drawing lines. You just move your hand, let the pastel do the
Like-
job. So it looks natural. Okay. I want the sky holes, so I don't want to make it too solid. Okay. So I think the brown works actually here because it's not too cold, although I will add a little purple and make it. Okay, so I'm adding some electric poles. And this looks like the bridge, you see. And the curved part is the bridge. I don't need to show exactly how people are going to go on the bridge. That's not important. But you just softening it a little bit. That's where this gets real warm here. And then again going with the spirit of the tree rather than exactness of it. And then the million cars here. I just want to tone down like that.
What were you using there?
Brown, I use
Okay.
a little brown,
You were toning down the purple.
just a touch. So, because sometimes when I take a picture, right, it looks too bright on the picture. So, and there's the brown. Brown is kind of a neutral color here in the sense that it's not, it stays with the theme. Okay, so I think we should get a couple of cars and then I can finish it at my own time. But I want to do something that sort of finishes the painting, gets it closer. So why don't we make this a little red? Okay, now we got a couple of cars here. So one car here. So that's the back of the car. So one more car in the front. A car here. I'll show one car, a couple of cars here on this side. Okay, so we'll get them dark. Maybe the brown. And mix a brown and purple. And what makes this car look like a car is that it's got the sunlight on top and on the side because it's on this side. And then maybe two red dots. That will make the car. It will look like a car if I do that. So get a red dot. Oh, it's not the best red dot. I get some red orange. Yeah. And same thing in the front car. A little smaller than this car. I think we should draw the tires and then get the light car, get the roof and the side.
And I would be drawing the car.
I'm trying to avoid the temptation to do that.
Exactly.
So,
So basically you're just putting an uneven chunky square down and
yeah. Oops.
putting taillights on it and highlight.
Yeah.
Oh,
then
and a
maybe-
tire.
And a tire, yeah, I guess tire.
And the cars are getting progressively darker,
Smaller.
smaller.
This doesn't actually, they should have some brown on them. So they don't all have to look. Well, the last car could look more purple or darker. Well, they're all dark because they're
Right.
looking right
Into the sun.
So your eyes are kind
Oh.
of blinded. Did I break the pastel?
Yes. You did. Right down between your,
Oh, my favorite one. That's all right. So now one car here would be a good idea, I think. And we need. Should do one car here. Okay. I don't know which model is gonna be. Toyota or Honda, I don't know.
you could put my van in there.
But now because this car is coming towards us, I don't know what it is.
How we,
It's got the white light. Oops. Looking at you. And then, but like the tires would give a sense of it being a car. Maybe some sunset shows through in there. Now, maybe a little bit of light here. Yeah.
Totally tell it's a car.
Huh?
Totally tell it's a car. Looks like I need a country road, but that actually adds it to the allure.
yes. That's what I love about what Mandar does is he takes that picture and then turns it into a place you want to
So
go.
even though brown I have and I add a little purple, right? It creates more depth. Now it's my choice or my decision as to how much detail do I need, or we need You need these lights though, right? And then one light has to be taller than the other one. The ones closer are gonna look taller. Yeah. I think at this point I'll walk back and see how I feel. So does that look like a good sunset painting?
Yes,
Olga?
yes, it
I know
does.
you like sunsets.
I love it.
I do get the sense that there is light coming on the road because I left the area between the cars, I left it
That lighter.
lighter value, and I kept the big blobs of white here that makes it look nice and warm. So I think it's doing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you say wow? What? So the important thing is the gradation, right? The lightest, okay, there is value is one thing and also the temperature. So light, then yellow is warm, right? And it starts getting red, add more red and you start adding blue
Cooling
here.
down.
And that's really what you did. And here the same thing, it kind of gets, you get bluer. You get bluer as you come closer and gets more orangey, you know, as you go down there. I think this is working,
Oh, they do.
right? Let me see. The less I work here, the better, okay? The more, I don't want this to be the focal area. So the whole purpose of this dark mask is to get your eye here. So even the cars, when I'm painting, I shouldn't do too much work on them, I feel. But the lights are gonna, it's kind of doing a little bit to get more out of it, but main thing is done. And I think this was a great color, that this one works so well here. Okay, I think I'll stop here. There could be some more work I could do here in terms of smoothing this out. But I like it just the way it is.
Beautiful.
Alright, now it's your turn.
Sure. Just like that.
So maybe you paint a sunset.
Actually, took a picture on the way.